First question, do you even know what this podcast is called?
No.
Well, welcome. You are on the Truk'd Podcast. Truk apostrophe D. This is all things trucks. I'm Leaman Griffin, your host, and I've got a special guest with me today. This is actually my brother, Jay Griffin. I'm not sure why he's on here, but he wanted to do it, and so let's
I like
do it.
trucks, so.
Yeah, you got a new one, actually.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this is really loud. I'm going to turn this down real quick. I don't know where it's at. Maybe right there. Yeah, that's better. I feel like I'm yelling. What the heck was that? All right. So anyway, today we've got a cool show for you. We're going to be talking about a real controversial subject. It's something you and I have argued about many a time in the past.
Yeah.
Pretty much every time I do something to one of my trucks until recently. And yeah, so we'll get into it. This is Jay Griffin. He's my brother. He is a fellow truck enthusiast. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Just, I don't know. What do you like? Do you like long walks on the beach or anything?
They're decent.
They're decent.
Yeah, I could do the beach.
I hear you.
I'm old.
Yep.
And we live close. We stay distant.
Mm-hmm.
And I like trucks a whole lot. This is going to be a really interesting topic for us too, because
it's something we completely disagree on.
100%. Yeah.
Not only do we disagree on this subject, but we disagree. Even if like we agreed on one part of this subject, we disagree about how to implement that part of the subject. We're going to get into that too.
Yeah,
that's kind of why I chose this topic.
It's going to be fun.
First off, we got what's going on. I wanted to show you some articles. Check this out. So we talked about this the other day. Chevy is actually... I got no internet. Hold on, I'm going to turn on my hotspot real quick.
I'll give you the password if you need it.
No, you don't have to. It's fine. We're recording. I guess they'd have to get over here to use your password. But anyway, hackers are crazy these days. So we talked about this yesterday. You were over my house for a Memorial Day, whatever. And we talked about Chevy and their motor options, right?
Correct.
Let me get online. What the heck? There it is. Connect. No, connect. Oh my gosh. Now I got to put in my password. This is really taking up a lot of time. Let's see here. Oh God, the password. All right. I really wasn't prepared for this. All right, here we go. Now we're connected. So let's reload this page. So Chevy is actually considering a turbo 6-cylinder engine for their new trucks.
To be the front runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll replace the 5.3.
Well, from what I heard, the 5.3 is going away in another article, but you just bought a 2022 and it has the 5.3.
Correct. I was told from the dealer that it was one of the last years it was going to be available.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because, no offense, but the
dealers will
5.3
tell
is
you
trash.
anything.
Also, why is there like a really scantily clad like ad on this page? It's I think it's GM Authority. So anyway, I'm reading this article on GM Authority, and they're basically saying that Chevy or General Motors considering developing a new twin turbo 6-cylinder, which we all know the Ford EcoBoost, right? That's the quintessential V6 in a truck. I'm not super happy about this. I think that I'm with you. I know your stance that V8s are where it's at, right? You gotta stick with a V8.
Yeah, they're still gonna, this will be one of 3 platforms. They'll have a small turbo V6. Might even be a 4-cylinder.
Well, they got the 2.7 inline 4.
Correct. Yes. Now they also are going to offer the diesel option within these, but
yeah, the 3.
They're always going to keep the 6.2 from what I've heard. So,
you think so?
Especially in the ZR2.
Let's see here. Several made a switch. Blah blah blah. Yeah. They got the horsepower. Ford's got the horsepower game down. Look at that, 418 horsepower.
Oh yeah.
What the heck is Stellantis? Stellantis Hurricane? What is that? Oh, that's a manufacturer of an engine. It's in the Grand Wagoneer, the Jeep.
That's which cool. They're way too proud of.
Anyway, I'm not a fan of that. So we'll see what happens to that. That is unconfirmed. That's just, I'm guessing somebody on the inside probably talked about that. All right, up next, Ford just made history, and they delivered the first, where the heck, come on. They delivered their first Lightning truck finally. That took it seems like that took like 2 months.
That's disappointing because I actually thought
You would have bought that.
I thought about buying the Lightning, and I did not want to wait, 4, 5, 6 months to be able to lock it in at the MSRP price, right? Because you're going to find them in the next 2 months, but they're going to be.
I don't think so.
They're going to be crazy.
I don't think so. They actually canceled. They said they canceled the pre-orders. Let's see here. Yeah, right here. It said Ford stopped taking reservations after collecting 200,000. Granted, it's a $100 deposit for the Lightning since it debuted in 2020.
Yeah, I was one of those.
Yeah?
Yeah. Still might be out there.
So clearly, they're talking about potentially up to 150,000 trucks by mid next year. That's a lot, but it's really not. I don't know. We'll see.
No.
We'll see how it does. Props to them, though, because it's been a while. Everybody's talking about EV trucks, and short of Rivian, which I think they've sold like 500 of these things.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually made a truck.
But the power that these things are claiming, and the capacity for mileage, how far you can go on a full charge, and
I want to see how it tows. Well, that's what I'm really interested in.
I bet you it'll do just fine.
I'm sure it will, but I'm worried about like range. What does the range look like
with towing? Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, this one comes out of Truman, Arkansas. This is pretty funny. So
it's one of very, very few things that come out of Truman, Arkansas.
What the heck is going on with all these ads? Listen to this. Caught on camera, a man tries to steal a fire truck while the crews battle a fire. So clearly this dude's on meth.
100%.
There's no way he's not.
Bath salt, something.
Something, yeah. So these firefighters are like battling a brush fire. Let me see if I can turn the. Oh, it's down already. They're battling a brush fire, and this dude walks up to him, and apparently he asked them if they've seen his bicycle. Like, hey man, have you seen?
I know you're battling a fire, like life.
Have you seen my bicycle?
Seen my bike.
And they're like taking off running right now. So they ditch the fire, and so now they're running across the street because this dude jumps in their fire truck and tries to take off with it. Look, you see their feet. They're like tackling him to the ground. And so they had to call the police to arrest the guy. I don't know what this firefighter's got, but he's got some sort of MMA or martial arts training because he's got the dude fully double underhooked and like locked around behind his neck, and he's got this dude laying on the ground. Look at this. So he's pinned him down, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 firefighters on top of him.
Oh, God.
And he's got the dude fully locked, right?
No joke.
This dude is not getting up. Ah, that's hilarious. People are crazy.
Yeah.
People are nuts. Anyway, that's a funny one. I like stories like this. It makes me giggle. And then the cop comes off road to arrest him. And like when they're putting the dude in the truck, he's like, don't you put your hands on me. Like he's mad at the dude. Like the dude assaulted him. Like how dare he? It's crazy. Wow. Definitely meth, right?
100%.
Looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got like cotton gym shorts. Tattoos. Full buzz head. Yeah, dude, come on.
I mean, he's pretty ripped.
He's like skinny strong.
Yeah, he is. Know what I mean? Well, I mean, there's a lot of strong when you're on meth. But...
You ever seen those dudes that are like really ripped, but their muscles, there's just not much there?
Yeah, like this guy right here could probably bench press like 125.
Stout,
that's
though.
It.
Like he could do like 100 reps.
Yeah, but no,
but he can't do 150.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, moving on. So next, I'm kind of giving Jay a rundown because he's never done this or seen. Matter of fact, you probably never even listened to any of these podcasts, have you?
Didn't know you did until yesterday.
So next we do a build spotlight. So that's we go every episode we go to the Gram and we pick out a build.
We're gonna pick 2 different ones.
No, I've already picked it. You don't get to
pick.
What the heck is up with this mouse, man? All right, we're gonna jump into it. I think it's your table.
I think so, yeah.
All right, so this build, this guy's username on Instagram is @Derek7_1_7, and it's sick. Okay, you ready?
I don't know.
This truck is nasty.
No, I can do that. It's a little. Well, I'll let you start.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
It's a little over the top.
I mean, aren't they all?
Most of them.
That's the goal, right? You start with a truck and then you make it over the top.
Well, at least it's in the air. Should we say? At least it's in the air.
It is in the air.
Um,
What do you think those are? 37s?
No, they're bigger than that.
It's a 2021 Denali Duramax HD. It's red. It's lifted. It's got to be
8-10 inches.
No, it's got to be more than that.
No,
You don't think?
no.
It's a Ready Lift kit. I don't think
Ooh.
Ready Lift makes small stuff.
They don't, and they're really. That's a very nice lift.
Fully powder coated to match the truck.
Is this one of the Ready Lifts that is?
No, you're thinking of any level or any. You're talking about the ones
I'm
with
thinking-
hydraulic. Yeah, that's not
any
Ready
level.
Lift.
Yeah, those are. Oof.
Yeah, those are expensive.
So there's a lot of detail there. Look at this. What are those track bars?
Yep, got them all
Say Denali.
powder coated. Even the leaf springs are powder coated.
I mean, that's a $200,000 build.
Solid. Yeah.
I mean, the truck's $100,000.
Yeah. So train
Train horns,
horns got the. This is the brightest truck I've ever seen going down the road. Like, there's a video of him on his Instagram going down the road at night, and it's just like you can't hardly see the truck for all the lights.
I bet you those are 40s.
No, dude, those got to be 37s.
Dude,
those are 26s for sure.
We had 37s on our truck. Did our truck look like that?
The wheels did. Maybe not. It just depends because when you lift it really big like that, it's kind of hard to tell.
And he's got huge. I mean, what are those, 28s probably?
No, those are 26s.
26s.
Yeah,
okay.
those are probably 26s.
Well, if they're 26s, then they're 37s, I think.
It looks good. And then, of course, as any true truck does, you got to rock the Starlight headliner.
Yeah, I knew somebody who did that.
Yeah, it looked pretty good too.
It was okay.
And then I traded it in like a week later.
You sure did.
Anyway, so at Derek 7_1_7.
Yeah, well done.
Sick build, very well done. A lot of money in that thing, and he's got a really gnarly bagger too, like a Road Glide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Back. What'd you think I was talking about?
Yeah.
Like a bag truck?
Yeah.
What you got against bag trucks, man?
Lots of things.
Well, speaking of bag trucks, today's topic is a little bit controversial. We're going to talk lowered versus lifted. And I already know where this is going, but we're going to talk about it anyway.
I think you'll be surprised at some of my responses.
So let me turn here because I feel like this is going to end up an argument, and I need to.
I'm going to look forward so I don't get mad.
I need to face my objector here.
Yeah.
Lifted or lowered?
Lifted.
But like lifted or lowered?
All right. Hang on.
You got to face me now?
No, I'm not going to face you. But check it out. So here's my stance on things. If you've got tons of money and you just want to buy a truck to customize and do whatever you want to, take your pick. Lift or lowered, doesn't matter.
Why do you have to have money to do that, though? Why can't you just...
Because your everyday drive, you are buying a truck.
Yeah, but...
For an everyday driver, you probably need that truck.
How does lifted make it better than lowered for an everyday driver?
You're taking away towing capacity.
How?
You're taking away,
No, that's disproven.
If you, I don't know what kind of system the lower
Just say it. You just like lifted better.
First of all, there's some sick lower trucks out there, and I get that. Again,
Okay.
Most of these are people that also have normal trucks
That's
that are
probably-
leveled, lifted,
Maybe,
stock, whatever.
Maybe, yeah.
That are doing what they're meant to, do.
Maybe.
Go put a pallet of Quickcrete in a slam truck.
Bro, I'll just air the bags up more. What do you think semi-trucks... What kind of suspension do semi-trucks have?
All right, so check this out. Fair point.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
yeah.
bad.
They're airbags.
All right, so most people buy a truck because it's like, you know what? If I have to pull off the road, no problem. If I have to hop this curb, no problem.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that?
Most people buy trucks because...
They're trucks. You can just abuse them. You can load stuff in them. You can.
What if you need to buy a truck to park in a parking garage?
Why would you do that?
I don't know. What if you work somewhere and there's a parking garage, but you want a truck?
Well,
you
then,
can't lift it.
Then don't lift it.
When's the last time you've been in a parking garage?
It's been a while, but I don't like parking garages. That's where stuff
No, I
gets
get
stolen.
it. But at the same time, pictures in parking garages are sick.
They're not bad, but like I said, last time I was in a parking garage, something was stolen. So
Was that at the Galleria?
I'm not a fan.
Galleria?
It was at the Galleria.
Galleria's trash.
It is trash, yeah.
The exhaust sounds good. Do you imagine like a diesel tuned and deleted run through a parking garage?
Yeah, it was.
That was a bad diesel sound.
That was perfect.
There you go. That was a little better.
No, again, nothing against lifted trucks. Absolutely. Nothing against lower trucks. I'm
Bro,
not
you
gonna.
could. I'm just saying, man.
Nothing against lifted or lowered trucks. I think personally, a truck is meant to be a truck. It's supposed to look like a truck, rugged, aggressive.
Bro, there's
Especially
nothing more
look at
aggressive than a
all.
lowered truck.
Okay, tell me this: all the vehicles, all the trucks that have come out in the past 5 years. You're seeing, the
Bigger wheels.
TRD Pro. You're seeing the Raptor. You're seeing what's the crazy Dodge truck. They're all off
The
road.
TRX Ram.
Do you see any of them coming lowered or any of them, with no?
But bro, Lightning.
Sure. Was that what was
Trailblazer?
when was the last time they made the Lightning?
They just started making it again.
It's electric. The true Lightning, the true Lightning that was a little, it was slim, it was a little lower.
Yep, it was fast,
fast,
supercharged.
When was that?
Exhaust coming out the side.
When was that? About
Late
the same
90s?
time that the hydraulics and all that.
All I'm saying is some of the most iconic trucks
Mhm.
were street trucks.
That's
the
because
Cyclone.
Iconic is past.
The Cyclone was SUV. What Typhoon? No, the Typhoon was an SUV.
Iconic things come from the past.
Yeah, how do they
Lifted
become
trucks
iconic?
have not
I guess my
started
point is name a
taking
lifted
off.
truck that's iconic. Don't even say Black Widow.
No, I don't care. That's stupid. SCA. No offense, SCA trucks are great, but
I just don't like them.
no, I don't like them either. I think if you're going to build a truck, build it. Don't buy it already done and be
Well,
like
I don't
every
care
other
about-
person that buys
Yeah, I don't
one.
care about buying it already done. I think some people don't have not the mental, but like the physical knowledge to build something, like to piece together a part. But I think the problem I have with it is they all look the same.
Just,
And
let me
so
just
I would
throw
not buy
away
a truck.
15 grand on a package that I can put on myself for.
I don't even care about that
6
because
grand.
some people got money like that. My thing is
Fair point.
you go to your lot and you're like, let me take the black one, and they're like, which one?
Yeah,
Because there's 4 of them and they're identical.
yeah,
That's my problem with it.
Yeah.
But I will say they've done a lot. They're actually right here in Trussville.
yeah, oh yeah.
They've done a lot recently to with the two tones and things like that to try to make them more unique. And I'll give them props because they're looking more aggressive than they used to in the past.
They're better looking now than when they first came out for sure. But again, they're the same
It's not
truck.
mine.
It's
Well, they also have limits, right? Because they work with the factory on the warranty, so there's
Correct.
limits to
There's
what they
certain
can do
things
as
they
far
can-
as
yeah,
how
yeah.
far they can go.
yeah, but mix it up a little bit. I mean, it's all the same.
They're working on the new body style Silverado right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to
Yeah.
lifted and lowered.
Yeah.
So, give me one thing you like about a lowered truck. Don't say the looks. Give me one thing you like about it. One thing that if you saw a lifted or a lowered truck, you'd be like, "Oh, that's sick." You think
Tucked wheels.
tucked? I think that's the one thing I don't like.
I like tucked wheels.
I mean, I like the wheels like tucked vertically. I hate how, in order to maintain the drivability, your wheels are tucked 6 inches in, and
Yeah, I
it
don't-
looks like
No.
it looks like they put car wheels on a truck or
Going
something.
back to bagged, if you can lower it on the wheels and the wheel go up inside the wheel well,
Yeah.
just for a stance,
Yeah, just
looks
like
good.
parked.
you can't drive it like that.
Well, no, I mean you
Because
lift it back
otherwise
up.
you're 6 inches inset, and that looks
But
stupid.
the problem is if you go too extreme with the bags and you do like a body drop and you Z the frame and notch it and all that good stuff, you get to the point where like fully lifted, like fully inflated bags, you're still only a couple inches off the ground. And so you still are tucked. Even when you're fully inflated, you're tucked. And so you have to move your wheels in so far just to be able to turn inside your fender wells.
I had one good thing to say about lower trucks, and you've just changed my mind. So now there's nothing good that comes from a lower truck.
Okay,
You just squashed it.
I'll say
Sitting still in a parking lot, they look good. Outside of that, they're useless.
I don't think they're useless. All right,
Most of them
all
are
right,
trailered
so-
in because they can't make it over the
But what are
speed
they
bumps.
trailered on? They're trailered on like a bag dually.
They're trailered on a truck that is probably lifted, pulling 10,000 pounds
All right.
because it can handle it.
All right, I'm going to Google a term real quick. I'm going to Google trailered show truck. And we're going to see what's pulling them, right? Trailered show truck.
It's probably another lower truck because I don't think you'd
No,
do
I didn't
this.
say trailered lower truck. I said trailered show truck, right? That could be anything. Images. Here we go. Semitrucks.
Yeah, I don't think
Not at
anybody
all.
expected that.
What Not, I mean,
Type in what do people pull their show trucks with?
that's a long sentence.
That's a fair point.
How about tow rig?
That's going to be a big rig for sure. Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's not bad. Oh,
All right.
look. Oh,
They're all they're all lifted.
Oh my gosh, they're all lifted. It's crazy.
Oh.
Man, they are all lifted.
Hold on. No, there's one right there.
Hold up. Scroll back up to the bus. Let's take a look at that. That is legit.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
These
we're
dudes
good.
chopped a bus in half and made a flatbed out of the back of it. Yeah, they're all lifted.
I'm telling
There's
you.
a couple lowered ones. Maybe all the ones. I guess my Instagram feed's just different than yours.
Well, that's 100% different, but
So, all right, now I'll give you my take on it. I am a full fan of lifted trucks. I think they're sick. I think they're cool. I think they, like when you drive them, you feel tough, right? You're on top of the world. Everything's under you. It's like an ego thing, which that makes sense why you want it. I mean, I get that.
I legitimately just traded the biggest truck I've ever had for the smallest truck I've ever had.
No, you had the Ranger.
Well, yeah, I mean, high school.
The Ranger might be taller than that new truck.
It probably is,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
But
it absolutely
at the
is,
same
actually.
time, I think lowered trucks are sick too. I think there's a place for everything, and I think the practicality of a daily driver of a lowered truck is better than the practicality of a lifted truck for a daily driver.
Let me ask you this.
Let's put it this way. You're rarely, like, you're going to go to work in this truck 5 days a week. Now, in your field doing construction, you use it more, but for the average Joe that parks in a parking lot for work, you're going to go to work every day of the week, and you're going to use your truck to haul mulch from Lowe's. Like, that's the extent of what you're going to use your truck for. And so you're going to get worse gas mileage. It's going to be harder to park, harder to navigate in and out of places. You can't put it in your garage. Like, every aspect of it from a practicality standpoint is not there.
Sure.
Now, if you go too extreme the other direction and bag a truck and Z it and notch it and all this good stuff, yeah, you get the same problem, right? You can't get over speed bumps. You can't turn your wheel very sharp.
Let me just ask you a honest question, okay?
Yeah. Wait, go ahead.
Lifted versus lowered, take any one of your builds
Okay.
and any one of your pages in your following.
Okay.
Which one
Oh,
gave
bro,
you a better following?
Lifted for sure.
Okay.
No, my Tahoe did pretty dang good.
Yeah, that was 9 years ago or something.
It was also like 4 years worth of content too.
Okay, well, that's probably why you got so much views on it, because it was over 4 years.
I'll say the
Lifted
No,
gives
my
you-
lowered Tahoe, the new one. All right, so when I say my Tahoe, I'm talking about I had a 2-door Tahoe that was 4-wheel drive, but I lowered it.
You've had
show
6
truck build.
Tahoes.
I've only had three. I've only had 3. No, I've only
You've
had 2.
a Yukon.
That's not a Tahoe.
Well, okay. So
I had a
he's
Blazer. I had a Tahoe. I had a Yukon, and I had what else did I have? I don't know, something else. Why are we popping?
Yeah, I was trying to
Something's
figure it out.
popping. All right. Anyway,
So, again, clearly, out of 30, you've got a ton of followers.
but
You
to be
got
honest,
the-
most of them are remote control car followers. If you scroll way back in my YouTube, it's all RC car videos.
and there were a lot of lifted RC cars in those.
Yeah, it was
videos.
all off-road lifted trucks and
So,
crawlers and stuff.
getting back to it, I don't take it. I might take it a little bit. So, I don't mind lowered trucks, but I think myself, along with most people, especially
Around here.
I'm going to go as far as to say in the United States.
Go to California.
California doesn't count.
Texas.
Yeah, I win.
No, bro. Texas is like the home of the bag truck.
It's because it's big and there's more area for them to be in. But if you go to the other side of Texas, nothing. Actually, you know what? They're all dualies and they're stock.
Jay, have you ever been to Texas?
Absolutely, one time.
Where'd you go?
Tyler, Texas.
What for?
Dad was selling flowers there.
I went with you. We
That's
bought a knife at a flea market.
We did.
It wasn't Tyler. It was
Canton.
Canton, Texas. Yeah.
So, anyways, lifted all day.
He was
Lowered
like
is
4.
fun.
He was like 4 years old when we went. By the way.
Might have been 5, but I was there. I was in Texas.
The only thing you remember about Texas was the flowers and the pocket knife that it was like a
Bowie
machete.
knife.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pocket knife. It was illegal for sure.
This
nowadays.
dude, this is the 90s for you. Some random dude at a flea market sold 2 kids that were both under 10 years old a straight up hunting knife.
Yeah, it was
No parent in sight.
It was.
I don't think
sketchy.
Dad knew about that until we brought it back to him.
I know he didn't. Yeah, he
Anyway.
wouldn't let us do it.
Good times.
Yeah. So, you got any pictures of your truck? my truck?
No. Let's talk about your truck,
Which one?
the new one.
Okay.
So Jay is a recent acquirer of the new body style Silverado.
I think it's called they're calling it the refresh.
The refresh, yeah. But it's actually, well, yeah, it's not a new body style. You're right.
The interior.
So the interior is brand new, which they've needed for a long time. Respect, they stepped up. It looks really good. The exterior, I like the grill. Don't like the fog lights. Everything else is the same. I didn't know you could get the headliner or the sunroof on the RST model. Yours is the RST, white, four-wheel drive.
To be honest, every RST, again, not the 2022. It's the first time I looked at it, and I just so happened to buy it that day. But every RST I've ever seen, outside of the Tahoe, my wife has the RST Tahoe, and it's loaded.
Yeah, it's nice.
And even your Tahoe, the RST you had is loaded.
Yep.
But from a truck standpoint, your old RST truck,
trash. It was
cloth,
based on. Yep.
I mean, just no option. Two-wheel drive.
Have you seen my truck?
Yeah.
Since I sold it?
Yes.
It's sick, isn't it?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was our first build spotlight, Rob Clutter. He took that truck with it. Hey, we're running out of time, so we got a couple minutes left. What are your plans for your truck? That's what I want to know.
That's a loaded question.
Because you're going to say nothing, but what are your plans?
I think I'm going to build it like I've always built my trucks, not like my last Duramax.
So you're just going to keep stock offset, a little bit of poke on the tires, and a level kit, and some step bars, and tint the windows, and LED bulbs.
It's already got LED everything.
Bed liner?
It's already got it. I'm probably going to put a bed cover on there.
What's up with your mic?
I don't know, dude.
Stupid
Doesn't
headphones.
like me. Bed cover.
I don't know what it is. Go ahead.
Bed cover.
It is your headphones. I heard it.
Yeah, we'll get some new ones.
Bed cover.
Bed cover. Just, again, people stealing stuff out of your truck at work.
Yeah.
As big a tires as I can cram underneath it. On factory wheels. Tint all the windows. In Alabama, at least here where we are, that's like the cleanest good old boy look.
So you're going to do nothing to it, basically.
Essentially, yeah. Well, I mean, I spent $7,000 in customization on my L5P, the Duramax. And, yeah, it looked good.
It looked good.
At the end of the day, I got tired of climbing in it.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of people talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everywhere you go, it's like, oh, nice truck. And to be honest, it's awesome. But it does get old, especially when you're like, these older guys are like, oh, yeah, and they start talking and you can't get away. So I think I'm just going to go back to the normal truck, which is what it's for, just a beefy truck that you can run across the curb and be done.
All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching and listening. Jay, thanks for coming on. We've got more shows coming up. You guys, if you want to check out the podcast, you can go to Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Radio Republic, Stitcher, Apple Podcast. Even though I don't have an iPhone, I need to use yours to check the link and make sure it works. I've checked everyone except for that one.
Sure.
As always, thanks for watching the Truk'd Podcast. We'll see you guys next time.